Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, do we have an exciting video today? Well, at least I'm very excited for it because today we are going to be drinking milk tea.
マトカが参ります。ご注意ください。
Hey friends, what's good? So today I have a very special video. As you can see in front of me are 3 different types of milk tea, and these are very special milk teas because I don't know what flavors they are. So today we are going to be doing a taste test from milk tea from Jiaren Cafe. Now, fun fact about me, before the pandemic actually started, I was working in a cafe. So this beautiful face right here was serving coffee to a bunch of people, and it could have been including you if you went the few times that I actually did work. Because I started like right before when the pandemic happened, so I didn't get very far. I was working at Jiaren Cafe, which is a non-profit cafe. They were initially just selling coffee, but because of the pandemic they had to expand, so they expanded into milk tea, which is new for them. However, it looks like they're doing a great job just from how beautiful these 3 drinks are. So I haven't been working at this cafe ever since the pandemic started, and so it was great seeing Jaden, the owner. She's super nice, and if you guys have never been to Jiaren Cafe before, you really have to go because not only is their coffee great, but they're very friendly. If you don't know much about coffee or anything like that, they are very helpful as well. And if you wanted to ever learn how to do latte art, they have a program that helps you learn how to do latte art. But their milk tea is a very new thing, and I've never tried their milk tea before. And so I wanted to try the milk tea, but also kind of make it into a game. So we have 3 mystery flavors of milk tea. Now, they all come from the Jiaren Cafe menu, so all of these are menu items. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to guess what they are. Now, Jaden actually put what they actually are on a label. So I put little sticky notes. You can kind of see it right here. I put sticky notes to cover them. She didn't actually label this one, but I assume because of the green it is matcha. I'm gonna have to guess and then contact her later and see what it actually is. But I want to thank Jaden for putting in the time to make these drinks, and she also gave me this straw. But it has a Jiaren on the straw, and I got a nice gold one just to match my golden personality. But I am very excited to promote Jiaren Cafe and do a video about Boba because Feed Meme has been hyping up Boba in the Bay Area. If you haven't seen any of her videos, she is going viral with that Boba content. So right now Boba is in, and I think I've only had Boba like twice throughout this whole year so far. So it's been a month and a half. I just haven't gotten out and gotten Boba yet. So this is like one of the very first times I'm getting Boba. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's focus on this one. Now, first of all, it does look like a latte style. The milk on top, the tea on the bottom. There's boba in all 3 of them. Jaden has been doing a lot to try and launch boba into the cafe. So please, please, please check them out. I will link more information in the description below if you're interested. Let's see if this boba straw actually, it fits. Oh, I don't know why it wouldn't fit. It's obviously a boba straw, but I've never had a metal boba straw. So now this is my first one, and let's get it. Go in. Oh shit. Okay, let's mix this around. For the coloration, it doesn't look dark enough to be like a brown sugar milk. So I'm thinking along the lines of some kind of oolong or some kind of maybe even an Earl Grey or something like that. And give it a try. Wow. That's really good. So if I'm being honest, I usually go for more just tea-based drinks rather than milk teas. Not that I have anything against milk teas, but you know, milk teas usually feel a little heavier. I'm very surprised with this one though. This one is very light for being a milk tea. The tea flavor is very light and the milk isn't overpowering as well. And the boba, Jaden, I know you guys don't, like, you had to learn how to do boba, but you guys got it right. It's very silky, it's very soft, but also chewy. You know, you just hate the ones where it's like, it gets hard in the middle, and it's like, bro, come on. Like, this is not what boba is supposed to be. But this is really good boba. The sweetness is absolutely perfect. It's sweet enough, but it's not overpowering sweet as well. God, what is it? It tastes very familiar, though. It's really good, though. It's so good. So, between you and me, we were trying to plan out how to do this, but Jaden kind of started explaining one of the drinks. I didn't know exactly which one, but she started explaining it, and I was like, oh, yo, you gotta stop, because like the point is to guess. It's a mystery boba challenge, right? But the word that I did hear was lavender. So I'm gonna guess that for this one, it's a lavender Earl Grey milk tea with boba. Is that my final guess? No. I don't know. It's really good. I just don't know what kind of tea it is, though. Okay, final answer. Lavender Earl Grey milk tea. So, I'm gonna reveal right now. Okay. So this right here is a Lavender London Fog with boba. You can taste the lavender, but not in an overpowering way. I think because the sweetness is at such a great level for this drink as well. Highly recommend Lavender London Fog with boba from Jiaren Cafe. And on to the next drink. Now, this looks very like almost the same as the London Fog. It looks like maybe there's a little bit of syrup or some kind of flavoring because it's a little darker down here, but it's also like kind of by the boba, so I'm not necessarily sure either. 1, 2, 3, ha! Now let's mix this baby around. Yeah, get it, get it, get it. And itadakimasu. So this is 100% espresso, I think. It has a coffee flavor, but it does seem like it's not like exploding with coffee flavor. It's not so bitter that it tastes like actual espresso or anything like that. It has a more light sweetness, so you can still taste the coffee flavor, and it's not overpowering sweet. And I wouldn't say it's like a mocha either, because it doesn't have very much of a chocolatey taste or anything like that. It's very good. It's very refreshing, especially if you like coffee. What should I do? What should I say? I don't know. I'm gonna go with this is a coffee milk tea. And it is a yin yang boba coffee. If you like the taste of coffee, but you don't like really strong coffee, super dark coffee, it does taste more kind of like coffee with the more like Hong Kong milk tea kind of style. So it has a very light coffee taste, almost a little caramelly, and the sweetness is very light. Once again, boba is super great. And finally, we all love a good matcha, so I'm excited about this one. It's multi-layered, so we have the matcha on top, we have the milk in the middle, and then we have some kind of tea at the bottom. Not sure if there's a flavoring or not either. 1, 2, 3. Woo! Here we go, the last drink. The matcha taste is very good. If I already knew one thing beforehand, it's Jiaren does really good matchas. They use really high quality matcha, so if you're just looking for a regular matcha as well, Jiaren is the place to go for sure. Now, from what I know in the past, a lot of Jiaren's matcha, they keep it very natural. They don't put a lot of sugar in it. But I think the sweetness is just right. I'm not sure if the sweetness is actually from the boba or if it's from the tea itself. But there is something else that I just can't wrap my finger around it, if you know what I mean. There's a hint of something else, I swear. I'm leaning towards a brown sugar matcha latte, but usually a brown sugar matcha latte or a brown sugar drink in general is a lot sweeter than this. This is not overpowering sweet. I think it's a very nice level of sweetness where you can still enjoy the matcha and not feel overpowered by like sugar or syrup or anything like that. So I think my guess is just gonna be a matcha latte with boba, but if it is a brown sugar matcha latte with boba, I would not be surprised. And now for the flavor reveal. The top of the drink is actually matcha, which I got correct, but there's another layer on the bottom, which is hojicha, also known as roasted green tea. So that's why I got a bit confused with the taste. If I were to rank these, the Lavender London Fog comes in first place. I highly recommend it. It's a very light tea flavor. You can taste the lavender, but it's not overpowering, and the sweetness is perfect. The boba, superb. Next, I would say the matcha. I'm a little biased towards matcha just because I really like the flavor and some people don't necessarily like it as much. But I think it has a great contrast of the matcha bitterness to the sweetness of the boba. If you are a fan of matcha in the first place, I would highly recommend it. And finally, the yin yang boba coffee. Even though it comes in last place, it's not a bad drink whatsoever. It's still really good. It's very reminiscent of Hong Kong style milk tea and Hong Kong style coffee. So if you're a fan of that, I highly recommend the yin yang boba coffee. And that wraps up today's video. I will be drinking these for the rest of the day. 100% be drinking the London Fog for sure. This is super great, but of course I'll be drinking all of them because they're all very good. I want to thank Jiaren Cafe for preparing these drinks, going along with the stupid video ideas and games that I like to play. You know, they are doing milk teas now. They originally do coffee. They have pastries. They have boba straws. They have like cool little masks as well. Please go support them. They are located in Santa Clara, and you know that Corona has hit Santa Clara really hard. They are only doing online orders or pickup orders, so make sure to visit their website, visit their social media, and get in contact with them if you're interested in getting a drink from them. It's really good. Highly recommend. If you want me to become the next Feed Maymay, make sure to like this video and leave a comment down below. Should I try other milk tea places, and which ones do you suggest? Or if you just have any like literal ideas for this channel, that would be really great. Make sure you guys subscribe. It really helps. And I will see you next time. Peace.